This simple routine has enabled me to achieve my ultimate focus, sustained over multiple hours without any need for motivation. I'll break it down into 4 simple steps so that you can start using this routine right away. By far, this is the most easiest and the most powerful step. By using this, you can eliminate the need for willpower and start focusing right away. It all comes down to understanding how the brain works and using it to our advantage. Throughout the day, we switch between multiple modes of thinking. While playing games, your brain is in a certain mode. While watching a movie, your brain is in a certain mode. And while working, your brain is in a different mode. Switching between these modes are sometimes hard, and that's what this step is about. To prepare and prime your brain so that you are in the right mode when you decide on working. How do you take advantage of this and trigger any mode whenever you want? That is easily achieved by setting the intentions for the day, either at the start of the day or the previous day. Just have a rough idea of at what time will you be doing what task and how your overall day would look like. By doing this, you are preparing and priming your brain for a specific kind of thinking for the decided time, and when it arrives, you're already in that mode of doing the task. Just this step can hugely impact your work, but the next step takes it a lot further, and you'll be able to switch your modes of thinking instantly in just a matter of few minutes. So what is this trick to signal to your brain to instantly switch to a different mode of thinking? The trick is about creating a quick but effective ritual. It is extremely simple, I promise. A ritual is a set of actions that you do just before working, and over time, your brain learns to associate these actions with focus and working. You will be able to instantly get into the mode of working. But how to construct your own ritual? There are 2 things to keep in mind while making your own ritual, and it should be very quick and it should be effortless. My ritual is just putting on the headphones, turning on my study lamp, and listening to lo-fi songs. Yours could look something like writing a statement saying that you will finish task X in Y time. It can be anything, honestly. All it should do is not come in the way of working and be unique as to trigger focus. Just keep it quick and effortless. But then still, we haven't discussed about the most hardest obstacle that we all face, and that is motivation. But then again, I think you don't really need any more motivation. What you need is something else entirely. Yes, it is true. I don't think motivation is the problem here. Just the fact that you're watching this video means that you want to work hard, but you can't. Instead of trying to increase your willpower or motivation, we reduce the opposing force, and that is lack of clarity. Now, why it is such a huge problem? Because by understanding and implementing this step, you can uncover a lot more inherent motivation that you have, which is taken away due to not having enough clarity. You can either be on the larger scale, not knowing why you need to do these exactly, not having the clear reason as why this matters to you, or it can be in the shorter time frame, not knowing what to do on a moment-to-moment basis. The longer-term problem can be solved if you get clear with what your goals are and where you want to be heading in life, and seeing work as just a necessary part of the journey. This is how you find lots of untapped motivation. But the shorter term contains the chance for the greatest change. You can literally turn your work into a video game if you do this. Every time you start working, are you fully clear with what to do exactly achieve and by when? Are you fully clear with the exact steps needed to achieve that? Are these steps small enough? This is how video games and Instagram hack your brain. You never decide, okay, I'll spend 2 hours scrolling through Instagram. It's never that. It's always one more reel, one more post, one more meme, and it compounds and hours are gone. This is exactly what we are trying to do here. Instead of seeing work as a huge chunk, you break it down into little packets. Reading a book, take it one chapter at a time. Studying something, take it one topic at a time. By doing this, you can take your mind off from the anxiety and the pressure of having to finish a lot, and instead just start and do many of these little packets of work. But then still, there is one crucial problem that remains. What if you really don't want to work? What if the work is just that kind where you need to think a lot and can't be broken down into small pieces? Worry not, because I have a solution for that too. The solution is, there are no solutions. It will become clear in a moment. All you can do is structure the work, like the way I told you in the last segment. But when it comes to facing the discomfort and sometimes the uncertainty, there isn't much that we can do. Part of the work itself is to navigate through this uncertainty. But is there any way to make this easier? Yes, and I have already told you that. The solution is that there are no solutions. Meaning, you can't avoid this and you have to willingly embrace and accept this kind of discomfort. Whenever you're doing something that pushes you far out of what you're comfortable with, especially when you're writing, drawing, or learning any new skill, the sense of struggle and discomfort is inherent to that. These feelings prove that you are growing past your limitations, and the only way to face these issues is to stop looking for some kind of quick fix and willingly push yourself to the unknown. into the things that you think is hard for you. This is the path for greatness. The strongest of all are the ones who are willing to accept the struggle. Now, is there more to it? Absolutely, yes. This is just a part of the equation to unlock insane amounts of focus, but there are always more to this. One other idea that you can use is to structure your way in a way how video games are structured, in a way that literally forces you to focus. By doing this, you can tap into the most intense state of focus that anyone can ever achieve, the flow state. So if you want a similar breakdown of how to enter the flow state, watch this video. If not, then I hope you found this video to be useful, and I'll see you in the next one.